Hi again, guys. Second video in one day, I know. But I felt that I had to make this one because, funnily enough, one of the guys who normally gets a lot of stick from some parts of the community actually came out with a video that I am honestly quite happy to see from him. And has been supported by a couple of other people with this video. So QB has brought out a video today called Gambling in World of Tanks. Now this is about the loot boxes this year, and although he did raise concern last year with the loot boxes being out and some of the tanks that were in them, it seems that Wargaming have taken things one step too far, even for him. Now, you would normally think, well, you would think that although last year he didn't make up quite as much of a fuss, the reason for that is because last year Wargaming didn't buff a tank to hell and back just a day before releasing these loot boxes, and they are loot boxes. They're gambling. So, what's so bad this time, you might ask? Well, this time, obviously, we've got the IS-3A. You guys might have seen my video earlier on how that tank performs, my, I guess, kind of a rant review on that. And how absolutely ridiculous that tank is now. And the thing is that people are going to see that tank going around, and they're going to realize just how insanely strong it is now, and they're gonna want to get it, and the only way they're gonna be able to get it is in these loot boxes, which for 75 loot boxes you're looking at £85, which is actually roughly the same in euros now. And people are gonna want to spend a lot because of this. This is not good. Now you do get some other things in these loot boxes. You get gold, you get things for doing up the festive atmosphere in the garage for the winter ops things. You can get some bonuses there. You might get some silver. You might get a couple of other things. But the problem here is that people are going to want the tanks. People are going to want these tanks so bad. It's going to be the same as the Type 59 last year. People are going to spend lots of money gambling on these loot boxes because they want the tank. Last year, people gambled for the Type 59 because it's a rare tank. This year, people are going to gamble for the IS-3A because it's an overpowered tank. And QB does raise a couple of good points that Wargaming's how they're acting with this is actually quite predatory. And it's the kind of thing that people like Jim Sterling have been sounding off on for a while now. Now, why is it so bad this year in comparison? Sure, they've bossed a tank, put it in the loot boxes. Well, comparing a more powerful tank to just a rare one, sure, the Type 59 did get a bit of a buff, but I would say it's on par with the T-44-100, which is a very good tank. Would I call it overpowered? Nope. Whereas the IS-3A, I would say is overpowered because there's no downside to playing the IS-3A over the IS-3 at all. Like, you might think that slightly worse mobility would be a thing, but when you've got a gun like that on the IS-3A, no. No, not at all. There's no downside. No actual downside. But the thing is, this has gotten to the point where people like QB, myself, others, are starting to think Wargaming are doing this intentionally because they know people are going to buy these. They know people are going to want to spend lots and lots of money on gambling on these loot boxes to get these incredibly powerful tanks. And this is just not good. This is another sign that the game is just gonna die. It's Wargaming trying to kill the game again. So what is this gonna be what a lot of people are gonna think. So Why wargaming? And the problem gets even worse when you realize that people could buy hundreds of pounds worth of these boxes and not get the tank. They could just straight up not get a single of the tier 8 tanks in any of these boxes because of how these boxes actually work. What they do is that each box has its own RNG. So it doesn't change between each one. So people, like I say, people are going to be spending hundreds of pounds or euros on these. And they may not get anything that they want out of them. We're already seeing people in the forums who are already really angry that they didn't get the tank. And even though, you know, people have been saying, community contributors have been saying, look, don't buy these boxes if you want one of the tier 8 tanks. But the thing is, not everyone watches the community contributors. Not everyone watches streams. Not everyone watches the YouTube videos. So, and Wargaming know this. So they're gonna still make a ton of money. I'm gonna be straight up there. They're still gonna make a lot of money. And I just don't know really what to say. And it's gotten to the point where it's caused some people just to straight up uninstall the game who were quite faithful believers in the, you know, Wargaming had a good game on their hands. For example, 4Tankers here put up a video where he just straight up uninstalls World of Tanks. Sells his IS-3A that he got as an NA community contributor because he just thought it was just that wrong. And after today, I did drop by QB's stream earlier, and honestly, I've not seen him so down in the dumps about this game. He did say that he wasn't feeling that, but I think he was just saying that on the stream to encourage his viewers to stay positive. But honestly, credit where it's due. I've never seen QB so angry in a video before, and that's saying something. So, yeah, I don't know what really to add that hasn't already been said, to be honest. I'll put the links to both videos in the description if you guys want to go check them out. And yeah, I have no other words. Don't buy these boxes, guys. Don't feed Wargaming anymore.